Unbelievable.
Isn't that wild?
He just loves the
challenge?
The challenges, yeah. I think that's what gets him up.
If he retired tomorrow, he's one of the all-time
Yes,
greats.
yeah, he's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. But you look at Canelo's power is wild. What he did to Saunders, that was wild.
Keeping that dedication, don't lose sight of what you're doing, and continue reigning for a long time was amazing.
This is a perfect example, because right now the heavyweight division's on fire.
Yeah.
Do you think that's quick to come back from a fight like that?
How quick is he going to go back to what he knows best when he does get tagged?
Right.
That's what he did. Devastating power, and you know what? They both gave a tremendous fight. Go either way, but I think Deontay's just got that pop. I just don't know how much has been taken out of him.
Now, with Canelo moving into the position as, first of all, he's like the #1 pay-per-view draw right now, or right up there with Tyson Fury, and arguably not just the best that's active right now, pound for pound, but like one of the best of all time. Canelo's in a crazy position, man. He's going to move up to Cruiserweight for his next fight.
Unbelievable.
Isn't that wild?
He just loves the
challenge?
Challenges, yeah. I think that's what gets him up.
It must. I mean, he's truly one of the all-time greats already. But the fact that he went up to light heavyweight, knocked out Kovalev, and now he wants to go all the way up to Cruiserweight. 190.
Yeah, he's going to fight Makabu.
Yeah.
And that guy's no joke. I had a look at him.
He's a big fella.
Big, strong. Knocked out a lot of guys. So this is a risk, but
it's a big risk.
He loves it. Without risk, there's no reward.
Well, I think he really truly has his mind set on being the greatest Mexican champion of all time, and maybe even the greatest boxer of all time. And I think he can do it. I think he's in that running. When you see like the Danny Jacobs fight, you see his head movement, and you realize like how much he's taken from the one loss that he had to Floyd, where that was a fight where he realized like, man, there's levels to this shit, and there's some guys you just can't hit. And how amazing was that transformation from him before that to afterwards, because now his head movement and his defense is sensational.
Yeah. And he's not a big guy.
No.
He's small.
How tall is he? He's probably 5'8"?
Yeah, 5'8".
And now he's going to go up to 190? What was Cruiserweight 95?
I think so, yeah.
That's wild, man, because you're talking about a guy who's probably 210 and cutting down to 95.
He did say that he was not going to come in heavy at all.
No, but his opponent will.
That's right.
Yeah, so
but he said he's going to try stay around that natural weight that he's at, because he doesn't want to put on any more, because it probably affect his speed and his movements.
Well, all he has to do is be over 175, right? I mean,
that's right.
It's Cruiserweight is basically there's nothing between 75 and cruiser, right? So one of the few weight classes in boxing.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird jump, right? In boxing.
It is, and you know what? I'm trying to think how many divisions it is. I don't know if he's trying to get close to the great Manny Pacquiao. I don't think he can. I don't think he can.
He'd have to
unless
go
he
all the way
gets
up to heavyweight.
Heavy or super heavy, so.
Right, because correct me if I'm wrong, but boxing goes middleweight 160, super 68, light heavyweight 75, but then there's a giant jump to cruiserweight.
Cruiserweight, actually, they've just introduced another weight class, bridgerweight.
Oh,
so there's another one.
Where's that?
So
between cruiser and heavy?
Yes, I think so.
Oh,
yeah.
But between light heavy and cruiser is 20 pounds. That's a big gap in boxing. The fact that he's going to make that leap, and the fact that he started off at 154, it's great. And he fought Floyd at 52.
It's crazy.
Nuts. And
it shows the kind of fighter he is, that the risk he's willing to take, and you've got to applaud that.
Fantastic.
And even after a loss against Floyd, he's come back and he's beat all these guys. Incredible.
No,
he's truly a great athlete and a great fighter.
If he retired tomorrow, he's one of the all-time greats.
Yes, he's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
one of the all-time greats.
Without doubt. And if you watch his knockout of Caleb Plant, so that was one he had to earn.
Yeah, he did.
He had to earn that one.
I met Caleb 2 nights ago. He was at the hotel in LA, and really nice guy, great guy. He seemed disappointed because he goes, I was trying to do what you just done and win these belts, and I said, man, you gave so much heart and you gained so much respect, because a lot of people weren't giving him that chance, and to do what he did, he didn't win the fight, but you got that respect. You went so many rounds.
He looked amazing.
He looked very good. You boxed nice, and he's only had 21 fights, 22 fights.
It was a learning experience for sure. But you look at Canelo's power is wild. What he did to Saunders, that was wild.
Fractured that
He
eye
fractured his
socket.
whole face.
I think from one shot.
One shot. Did you ever look at the diagram of all the repair they had to do to his face? Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, I did see it. Yeah, it's brutal.
It's crazy.
Everywhere.
Eye socket, all the orbital bone was shattered around the eye socket, the cheek, the jaw.
I think from just one punch, one devastating shot like that.
That motherfucker can punch.
And again, Billy Joe was boxing nice.
Yes.
He was close.
He looked very good.
But Canelo, I feel like even in the Caleb Plant fight, he's just doing his thing.
Mm-hmm.
He's waiting for the moment. He's so composed.
Yeah.
A lot of guys try to rush. A lot of guys, they forget about that composure.
Right.
In a fight game, especially in boxing, you've got 12 rounds. You got a lot of time, 36 minutes.
Yeah.
In them ropes, a lot of time to dissect your opponent and break them down. And that's what he does it so well.
He does it so well, and he has that patience and confidence of a multi-division world champion who's faced the best of the best, so that when he gets into those championship rounds, he gets into those later rounds, he knows that he's managed his energy so perfectly.
Yep.
The Kovalev fight's a good example of that, right? Because Kovalev looked pretty good early on in the fight.
Boxing very nice.
But to see him knock out Kovalev, and I think this is just fucking... I know Kovalev is not the same Kovalev as fought Andre Ward the first time, but if you see...
Still, though, that was a brutal shot. Landed clean, and Kovalev was all over the shop and
wild.
Put him down, and he's a big guy.
I know, and he cracked him with one left hook and had him fucked.
Unbelievable.
It's crazy.
Truly, an all-time great, and a guy that we're getting to witness and have the pleasure to witness right now.
Yeah.
So to be able to FaceTime with him and just hear his advice, about keeping that dedication, don't lose sight of what you're doing, and continue reigning for a long time was amazing. And
this is a perfect example because right now the heavyweight division's on fire.
Yep.
Because there's so much exciting activity in the heavyweight division. They're going to do that Usyk versus Joshua rematch, which was what a fight that was, huh?
And I said it, Usyk is an unbelievable boxer.
Oh my God, he's so good.
I got the opportunity to fight on his the co-main when I won my world title eliminator. He's not a big guy.
No,
he's not massive, but the way he boxes, the footwork that he has, that southpaw position is unbelievable. And look, I love Joshua too. Great fighter. He's going to have to really come with something special, to win this rematch. And again,
when
all odds against him.
What's the schedule for?
I think they're saying March. I think that I'm hearing March, yeah.
Do you think when a guy gets so thoroughly outboxed like that and almost put away in the 12th, do you think that's quick to come back from a fight like that?
It is, but again, it shows that the testament that Joshua has.
Yes.
Let's say, you know what, like the Ruiz fight.
Yeah.
Straight back in there, straight back on the horse.
Yeah, but Ruiz didn't get back on the horse.
Yeah,
that's the
that's
difference.
The problem. Yeah,
Ruiz got in the kitchen.
He enjoyed it too much. He's looking good now, but
he looks great now. Yeah. But then again, right? That's a wake-up call. I mean, look, Tyson Fury's not the leanest guy in the world either.
But the conditioning he has, his conditioning is elite. To be knocked down against Deontay, come up in that third fight.
Yeah.
It was a great fight.
Not only to be knocked down, but to be knocked down the way he was knocked down.
Yep.
Where he got hit in the head, and you see the ripples go down his whole body. Because it was such a tremendous shot. Has there ever been a guy who punches harder than Deontay Wilder?
I don't think so. Yeah.
It's wild, right?
I think the power he possesses, that one-punch power, and he came out boxing nice too. He was popping the jab, he looked good. Okay, but straight away again, how quick is he going to go back to what he knows best when he does get tagged? Right. That's what he did. But devastating power, and you know what? They both gave a tremendous fight. I was on the edge of my seat. He did.
He almost had him, which is crazy.
When he put Fury down, and Fury kind of looked to his corner and I kind of said, oh, I'm in trouble here.
Yeah.
And he just rose. In that first fight, the way he rose was like the Undertaker from the WWE. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, and then the second fight he got dropped twice.
Yeah,
and still managed to pull it out and then stop Deontay. And the KO when he did stop him, like holy shit, brutal. They're talking about matching him up with Ruiz, Deontay and Ruiz.
That'd be a good fight.
That's a great fight. I love that fight.
Go either way, but I think Deontay's just got that pop. I just don't know how much has been taken out of him. When you go through them wars and them battles, especially coming from them losses too now, you lose yourself a lot. They say inside them ropes, a fighter loses a bit of himself every time he goes in there.
Yeah.
Especially when you're in the hard fights. So it just depends how much is left in the tank for it.
Yeah, and you think about the majority of his career, it's just him knocking everybody out.
Yeah.
And so psychologically, there's a hurdle to cross too,
That's
because
right.
now it's 2 down. And one fight in between, right, where he knocked out Luis
Ortiz, yeah.
Ortiz.
So it went from the first fight, which was a draw, knocked out Ortiz, and they went literally back to back.
Yeah. So, but these 2 losses back to back like that
They're hard
to dig, and they were also both stoppages, which is hard to deal with.
Come back by. But